Hey guys, welcome back to Done So Hobbies, and first off, I want to say sorry for the lack of content this week. The fact is, and I think it started on Saturday, kind of went through Sunday, I I didn't really feel that good, and then by Monday, it was like all over for me. By Monday, I had a rousing headache, and it kind of lasted all the way until Wednesday night. In fact, even now, I feel just a little bit under the weather, but I'm recovering, and I feel a whole lot better than I did Wednesday night. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday night? I can't remember, but one of those two nights, my headache was just pounding. Like, it. I felt so bad I couldn't make videos. I'm not gonna make videos when I'm sick. You guys aren't gonna want me. You guys aren't gonna want to see me make videos when I'm sick. You know, you don't want to see me sick or with a headache or anything like that because I'm just absolutely grouchy, like that. Like, God, I had everyone on my nerves, and I was getting on everyone's nerves as well because of my pounding headache. And then on Thursday night, when I finally am starting to feel better, of course, this is Friday night, I feel, I'm still getting over it, but I'm alright. But yesterday I felt fine, and we had no internet. In fact, not only did we have no internet, but today we had a snowstorm. I'm not kidding, we had hail, almost a snowstorm, in Arizona. Like, I'm just maybe 2 hours away from Phoenix, so the fact that I have a snowstorm when we have a snowstorm this low in the States, that really shocks me. I've never seen that happen before. I never even heard that Arizona would ever get snow except, high in the mountains, which I'm decently high, but I'm not super up there or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm above Phoenix. But the fact is that we got a snowstorm here today. Really just surprised me. Global warming, right? And you might say, how is it global warming when the world is freezing? Well, the fact is the polar ice caps are melting, which is sending an icy draft down the states, is basically what's happening, and of course Canada. So it is due to global warming. You want me to really get into global warming? Well, here's the facts. No one needs to worry about it. But getting on to topic of this video, the fact that I really want to talk about is my channel. So this week I'm completely off, and I probably won't have any other video out this week either. Next week I'll go into production. I started doing 4 videos a week, and I was doing pretty good on that schedule for a while there, and I'll start up that schedule next week as well, but now I'm going to be a week off. Fact is, I have a cat video that I wanted to make about my cats. I had a fish update video that I wanted to make. I have 2 My Hero Academia videos that I want to make, plus now we are probably going to get this chapter, so I'm at least 3 videos behind on My Hero Academia. I had plans for next week. Now I'm going to have to push those plans back to do more videos on my my thoughts, my opinion videos. I was going to do my opinion on Disney sitcoms. Fact is, that has to be pushed back now. And then there's my Star Wars fan-made strips video that I was making. I have it mostly done, but it is not edited. I was supposed to have that out either Tuesday or Wednesday, and guess what? Because I didn't even edit my videos, I barely did anything that week except sleep. I mean, I watched some of the old Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episodes on Netflix, as well as a couple other different shows on Netflix, and fell asleep for most of it. But however, I did watch The Dragon Prince, and I want to do a review for that. Hopefully, I can get that out next week. But that Star Wars, the Star Wars fan-made scripts, I am probably going to have to push back to at least the end of next week. If I don't get it by the end of next week, then I want to say I'm sorry about that. Fact is, I have a lot of stuff to catch up on because I've been sick. Now, with that said, I want to talk about a couple of the Star Wars news that came out this week. So, there has been a bunch of rumors, and that's all they are. They have been rumors. And everyone's talking about it, everyone's sharing their opinions on it, and I haven't shared my opinion on it yet. So here's my opinion on these quote-unquote rumors for Star Wars. So, Disney's streaming service is coming out, and I don't know when that's coming out, but I can't wait for it. You know what, Netflix, there's been about 3 or 4 good shows on Netflix that I'm watching that I really am interested in, but as soon as that streaming service comes out, I might cancel Netflix and I'll only stick to the Disney streaming service. I can't do both. So, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think I should do? What do you think you're going to do? I think I'm just going to eventually cancel Netflix. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait for the streaming service to come out. I don't like the fact that Netflix increased their pricing, but what can you do? If I cancel Netflix now, I don't have the streaming service yet, so I don't have anything to watch, other than just stuff off the internet. So, let me know what are your thoughts about that in the description below, or comment section below. But anyway, let's get back to topic. So, there has been talk about Star Wars shows for the streaming service, just rumors, and I want to talk about them. The first one I want to talk about is the idea of a Princess Leia, a young Princess Leia TV show. So, here's the facts. My top 3 favorite Disney Star Wars books that came out, the novel books that came out, would be the Ahsoka novel, would be my number 1, but then my number 2 would be the Bloodline book, Leia Bloodline, and then the third one would be the Young Princess Leia novel. In my opinion, if you are interested in both the politics of Star Wars, both when Leia is young and old, and not just that, but are interested in Leia's life during those times, then you need to read those books, both the Young Leia novel and the Bloodline novel. I cannot promote those enough. I cannot recommend those enough. Those are absolutely amazing, amazing books. But here's the thing. As much as I love Leia and I love those books, you can do certain things with books that you can't do with TV shows or movies. For example, you can really get into the head of certain characters in the book, and that kind of helps the story along. Fact is, I don't even know what a Leia show would look like, and yes, I could see how it would be interesting, but a lot of the times I could see it being boring. I'm sorry about that, but I don't think the Leia TV show is a good idea. I think there are much better, different ideas, which I am about to talk about. And then there is the idea of Han Solo or Lando. Now, look, the Han Solo movie, I feel like because it was a backstory, and there was, of course, much better ideas for a movie, I feel like that should have been a book. I would have enjoyed it more if it was a book. I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was a TV show. Fact is, I wasn't really ever interested in the Han Solo movie in the first place. I did see it. I didn't go to the theater and see it. I saw it later on afterwards, after it came out on DVD and stuff like that. I did eventually watch it. I watched it 3 times, in fact. The best part of that movie would be Lando Calrissian, so the idea of doing a Lando Calrissian show is interesting. I read the Lando Calrissian comic book, and I love that comic book. And I think a show about Lando would actually be better because, well, we don't have much of him in the original trilogy, and not much is known about him either. So it would be interesting to see that. However, even just a show on Han Solo and Chewbacca, that would be fun. You know, that would be fun. However, it would be tough with the young Han Solo actor, in my opinion. It's possible, but I still think there are better ideas. Now, the next big thing I want to talk about here would be the idea of, and this one I'm really excited about to talk about. The next big idea would be, of course, Darth Bane. So here's the thing. Anything, and I mean just anything Sith related, I'm into. I want to know more about Sith. I would love a show about Darth Vader. Not necessarily a movie, though you could do a movie. I would love a show about Palpatine, just being Palpatine, just being the political, ruling guy that Palpatine is. You know, I would just love it. Darth Plagueis, amazing. That would be amazing. There has been millions of ideas that I could think of when it comes to a Sith show. I would love the idea. Now, the idea of a Darth Bane Sith show? Yeah, of course I'm okay with that. I'm okay with anything Sith, to be honest with you, because as much as we do know about Sith, we, in canon talk at least, not legends, but in canon talk, we don't really have much to go off of when it comes to Sith history. So, to get that through Darth Bane would be incredible. To get anything Sith history related would be incredible. That's why I love the Darth Vader comic books and the stuff with Palpatine as well, because it's just Sith related and it's all just fun for me to read, to see. And I would love it on both the big screen, the movie, though I could understand how a movie about a Sith would be hard to talk about. I think Revan would be interesting to do a movie on. Well, with that said, I don't know much about the game. I've watched the gameplay on the Old Republic, and anything Old Republic I would love as well. And the fact is, the guys from Game of Thrones, while it hasn't been confirmed, they are going to be doing a trilogy, so it just makes sense that that's what they're doing. And Darth Bane, I don't think Darth Bane's really considered Old Republic as Revan is. I mean, he might be, but in any case, I would love anything from Sith. So a TV show, whether it's a cartoon or live action, I don't care what it is. A more grown-up version of Star Wars, please. But yes, a Sith TV show would be incredible, and I don't care what Sith you do it on. Darth Bane, I'm all in. Now, the last one I want to talk about is the Obi-Wan Kenobi rumor. So, there has been a rumor that they are going to be doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So, here's the facts. I was on board from day one when I heard that they might be doing a movie about it. Look, a trilogy would be a hard sell, but I believe you could do a young Obi-Wan movie and then an older Obi-Wan movie like him during the Clone Wars or something like that, and then you could do an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie about his time on Tatooine. A trilogy. You could do a trilogy, or just do the movie about Obi-Wan on Tatooine. Would be incredible. We could still get to that movie a couple of flashbacks when Obi-Wan was younger. I would love to see the story between Obi-Wan and, I can't remember her name, but she's from the Clone Wars, Satine? I believe her name is Satine. Yeah, the story between those two would have been incredible to see. there are so many ideas for an Obi-Wan movie that it's like no-brainer. And to me, if they did Obi-Wan instead of Solo, then everyone would have been just clapping for Disney, you know? Obi-Wan is a much more interesting character, to me at least, than Han Solo anyway, so that would just be great. I want anything Ewan McGregor, and the idea of a TV show is better than a movie, because with the TV show, you could really go to episode to episode to episode and learn more about Obi-Wan. You could have one episode where we see young Obi-Wan and Satine. You could have another one where he's fine with Anakin about something in the Clone Wars, and then you could have him throughout the entire show be on Tatooine. I would be just fine with it. A short series, whether it would be probably a short series, I would love it to be a long series, you know? I would love an Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, whether it be a live action or even a cartoon, as long as it's a little bit more adult-like. You know, I don't really like those really childish jokes that was in Rebels, or how about that Star Wars Resistance show. I don't even watch that show because it's way too childish for me. But I would take anything, just about anything, Obi-Wan Kenobi. With that said, I have to say this. None of these, if they are in production, if they do have plans to make these, the fact is, I don't think any of these would be out after Episode 9. And, or at least, I don't think any of these would be out before Episode 9. And the fact is, and I've said it before, and it makes me sound like a crybaby fan, but it's the truth. I am excited for Episode 9. I want to see Episode 9. I want to see a good movie from Episode 9. Not a movie where everything I predict come true. I want surprises, but I want a good movie. I came out of the theater from Episode 8 disappointed. I don't want that happening in Episode 9. I want Episode 9 to be a good movie, and the fact is, if Episode 9 is not a good movie, then I'm done with Disney Star Wars. Not done with Star Wars. I will always be a Star Wars fan, but I will be done with Disney Star Wars, because if they can't get Episode 9 right, if they can't finish this trilogy that they started right, then why would I believe that they have any chance of making any beloved character right? I mean, look at what they did with Luke. Look at what they did with Han Solo. They killed off Han Solo. Why would I believe that they could take any beloved character and make a good character out of it? You know, if Episode 9 isn't good, then I will be done with Star Wars. Even if they do an Obi-Wan TV show, if Episode 9 isn't good, then I will be done with Disney Star Wars. I would still get the streaming service, but I would be done with Disney Star Wars. At least on this channel. I would probably, behind certain doors, still watch Disney Star Wars, whatever they mean out of, to be honest with you, but I wouldn't cover it on this channel because I wouldn't care. It would probably just be trash, and the fact is, this channel is supposed to be about stuff that I like, not stuff that I hate. And the fact is, if I end up hating Star Wars from Episode 9, and I hope I'm completely wrong about that. I really do. Prove me wrong, Disney. Prove me wrong. But the fact is, if Episode 9 isn't a good movie, then I'm done. Let me know down in the comments below if I'm just being a crybaby over this. But that's how I personally feel. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. And I'm out. Boy, this video ended up being 20 minutes long. I didn't really mean it to be, but oh well. I have a lot to discuss and go over in this video. So, without further ado, that will be about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye. Sorry to end this on a sour note, though. Yikes. What happened?